Hey everybody, this is Sean and Jen, and we're going to talk to you about MinionWare today. I'm obviously Sean.
I'm obviously Jen now. And so MinionWare is our software company. It's founded by 2 Microsoft certified masters in SQL Server.
And I'm one of them, right?
You're one of them, and I'm the other one. We make free tools and enterprise software, the ones that we always wanted for all the years that we spent as database administrators. We've got a few core beliefs that we put into our software. They keep coming up again and again. Give away more software than we sell, make the tools that we want, and program for the entire enterprise, not just server by agonizing server, as we like to say.
That's right. I call it a set-based enterprise.
Yeah, that's nice. I do like that. Our free software suite covers maintenance and backup. That's Minion Reindex, Minion Backup, and Minion CheckDB, which releases February 2017. We've made each one of these tools to work immediately on install and also to be deeply configurable. Our fellow senior DBAs have been consistently impressed with the depth of features in these free, I might add, products. I'm just saying, that's a nice feature too.
Yeah, I like it too. So Minion Enterprise, that's our enterprise management software, and it allows the production DBA to get ahead of issues and auditing as well, instead of responding again and again to unexpected emergencies. I like to say it allows you to live in audit mode.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So we've got a lot of stuff that we could show you. I could literally and have talked about this all day long, but I'm going to show you one really good feature in Minion Enterprise, and I think you've got a nice feature, one of your favorite features in Backup that you want to show.
My absolute favorite feature in Backup, and mine will go like that because it's just quick.
Yeah, I'm going to make mine as fast as I can.
I'll get to it.
All right, here we go. Okay, so here we are in Management Studio. Now, we pull in all of your security information into our repository, right? So you have...
into your repository.
Into your repository,
not
right?
ours.
Not into ours, right?
Yeah, that'd be
You're
bad.
right. That's a good distinction, right?
No, that's important. Go ahead.
We don't bring any of your data back to us.
Ever.
So now you have absolutely everything. Now, I've usually got a full-blown demo that I do on this, but I'm going to give you the super, super fast version of it, right?
You said that. Just go.
So let's take a look at this one server, MinionCon, and let's look at this one query here that shows us all of the Windows groups that have sysadmin. I know who everybody is except Minion Budget SQL. So if I look in the AD table, because we also pull in all of your AD information,
automatically,
I can see all of your group information and everybody who's in there. So this is the group, and this is the name of the user account that's in that. And you can see everybody in here, but the problem is that some of these are actually groups themselves.
Groups within groups.
Groups
That's
within
fun.
groups. And AD can do that. It can have circular groups. It can have so many levels of subgroups. It's ridiculous, right? So what we can do very easily is we can unwind that, again, for this individual server. We can unwind that and get all of those subgroups, everybody in those subgroups. Sorry about that. I already had it created. There we go. Now I've got, you can see that this is the account group, and you can see that some of these guys are those subgroups, and these are the people in those subgroups, and this is...
It's a pretty good list right there.
The group itself, that main group itself, right? Right here, this is that main group itself.
Right.
And we've got everybody. So I've got 163 people in SA, and these are the raw user accounts that belong to that group and all of those subgroups. Now, remember we said initially that we treat your entire environment holistically.
Right.
Right? That was for a single server. Now I can do it for every box in your shop just as easily. And this takes just a couple seconds, probably about 8 seconds.
But yeah, I can't stress that enough. It takes so little effort, and Minion pulls it on the information for you, and you're like, wait a minute, I have this info too? Anyway, go ahead.
Exactly. So here we go. You can see that the servers are changing. So I've got this for every single box in my shop, and I've got 227 people coming in through Windows groups as an SA.
Wow.
Let's get onto your backup.
Sure. All right, so now we're going to move on to Minion Backup. That was Minion Enterprise. Minion Backup is one of our free tools that you can go and download right now. And my favorite feature, my absolute favorite, is missing backups. Let me show you this real quick. In Backup Settings Server, that's where we say when different kinds of backups should go. So my user fulls for this particular schedule should go every single day, sometime once between 2 and 5 a.m.
So what's our scheduler table?
It's our scheduler table, among other things. It's got a couple others, but we've got a special feature in here. Now you can say, that I want to back up all of those databases, you can say specific databases. Well, in this case, I've actually put a keyword in the include and say I only want my missing databases. That one is special. It's not going to run out and look for a database named missing. It's going to say, was there a failed backup in the last batch? And if so, let's retry it. So let's go ahead and set up a failed backup. I'm going to insert information for a backup that's not going to work. I don't have a backup drive K, so when it tries to back up CDC, that's going to fail. Let's go ahead and run that. Say this is backup master. It's going to back up a couple, including CDC. We'll wait for that to finish just for a sec. Now, I have used this live in several shops, in several production shops, and man, it saves me from getting up in the evenings, from getting up on the weekends, because in this one particular shop, because of infrequent network outages. So there we go, it came back. So now that we've got ourselves a failed backup, let's take a look at that. Here's my backup log that should show, there we go, we've got my failed backup because it doesn't know what to do with itself. Now let's go ahead and fix the problem and run with include equals missing. Since we're doing a manual run here, of course, I'm using the parameter, but it's the same thing as with the table. Give that just a second. Or 2 seconds, maybe 3. There we go. And now we can see it checked that last batch, saw that CDC had failed, and then went ahead and retried it. That is my absolute favorite feature of Minion Backup that has saved me time and time again.
I love this feature
I
as
love
well.
this feature.
It's not my favorite, but I do like it.
But we were going to keep this whole video down, so I will just say you can get everything that we do, including a trial of Minion Enterprise, at minionware.net. Minionware like software, you know. And you can always reach us on there or on Twitter. Our Twitter address is HeyMinionWare. And you're going to love Minion.
Yeah, if there's lots more to say and lots more to see, so at the very least, come out and try our free stuff.
Yeah.
And we're here at about 7.5 minutes, which is exactly what happens when you ask me to make a 2-minute video.
That's exactly right.
See you later, guys.
Bye.